Okay, whoa. I love a vocalist sometimes, and Sienna Spiro is giving me exactly that. Hi, girls and gays. Welcome in. Today we're going to be listening to Sink Now, Swim Later by Sienna Spiro. I honestly don't know a ton about Sienna Spiro. She kind of came up out of nowhere. I remember a few months ago, New Music Friday, was scrolling through the playlist and I saw Taxi Driver, and I fully judge a book by its cover when it comes to album art. If I don't know an artist or what they're about, but the cover art intrigues me, I'm fully gonna click on the album and see what it's giving, see what kind of genre it is, maybe check out their related artists, and then I'll get an idea of their sound maybe. But it starts with that cover art. If you have a killer cover art and something that looks just so sickening or so stark, it's gonna make me want to check it out. And that was kind of what happened with Taxi Driver. I just saw it pop up and I was like, I wonder who this is.
How could you not say cunt? That's cunt.
Since then, she's released a few more singles, maybe had a little moment on TikTok and whatever. She also released Back to Blonde and Need Me, and then most recently was Butterfly Effect. Honestly, the only song that I'm super familiar with that I've listened to more than a couple times was Butterfly Effect, so I know that song really well. I'm excited to hear a full project from her. It's 8 songs, clocking in at 23:53. There's only 3 new songs, technically. She's also independent. I just double checked to make sure before I lied. That's pretty standard for an independent artist, I feel like. You drop a few singles and then you kind of drop a project, an EP, album, whatever, that majority of it has already come out, so it's just a few new tracks. The cover art for this is cool. It's kind of giving Olivia Rodrigo Get You Back music video when she's outside smashing all the cars and they're just all lined up. I could see a lot of the comparisons and stuff that people have drawn to Amy Winehouse or a lot of other R&B singers. I could hear Yebba and her voice a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to get into this. Looking at producers and writers, it's kind of varied throughout this. It looks like she maybe had a bunch of different writing sessions at different times. There isn't really a through line as far as people that she worked with at all. There's a couple of people that pop up on a couple tracks, but for the most part it's all individual, so we can kind of just go through track by track. Before we get into Butterfly Effect, looking at the producers and writers on that, we have It's Jacob but with a Y. Yake. Cool, I'm just gonna sound dumb. It's Jakob, I think. He's worked with Black. I'm looking at his Genius in the top popular songs. It's literally just Black, and then he worked on Love Language by SZA and The Beach by Giveon, and then Mary White's, and she's worked with Fletcher, Normani, B. Miller, Remy Wolf. She worked with Jensen McCrae on Massachusetts. I love that song. Rachel Chinariri on a couple stuff off of her album from last year. She worked with Amelia Moore. Love her. Sam Nelson. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I've heard Butterfly Effect before. 2 of my friends choreographed to it and I took both of their classes, so I know the song very well, and it still hurts every single time I listen to it. But yeah, track 1, Butterfly Effect. Let's just vibe.
If I leave for the summer, you won't find no lover, will you? Should I clip your wings in case if only I'd left that evening, I would never crave to be I'm way too sentimental. If only I'd left that evening,
Her voice.
I would never crave the feeling. If I could look at you the same, I can't afford to lose you, honey.
Oh. That song gives me chills every single time. Butterfly Effect, monthly and a fave, even though I'd already heard it. Her writing and her voice are the things drawing me in by her. I don't know, the writing on this fucking song always gets me. And I know that maybe is the same, so I'm expecting that throughout the project. Just so good. Just needing someone so bad that you're fine, even if they're pretending to love you, even if they don't actually love you and want you. You just want them to pretend so that you can feel better. That sucks. Next up is track 2. It's called Need Me. This song was produced by Jakob again, written with Mary Whites again, and then also written by / a ton of Black. He's worked with Daniel Caesar, Party Next Door, Sway Lee, Black Bear, Lil Nas X, Saint John. This was another single. I think this was the second single she put out, but I didn't listen to it. So yeah, Need Me, track 2.
No, I've been thinking, and how hard was it to go? I've been in the waiting room, baby, won't you let me in? Ooh, am I being selfish? 'Cause all I need is for you to need me. Selfishly, I have to be the only hand that you can breathe.
The control that she has in her vocals and the tone, she just can like do a quick little run within a single word and it sounds so tight and so effortless. I am not somebody that is like gonna listen to something that I don't care about just because the vocals are good. Like, no shade to Ariana Grande. I used to love her. I used to listen to her a lot. She is an amazing singer. Like, it doesn't do anything for me personally to listen to her. Certain people can just be really, really good vocally. It doesn't make me necessarily want to listen to them. But whenever I can hear a really good singer just go off, like I'm thinking like Jasmine Sullivan.
Don't forget to come and pick up your feelings. Don't need no pieces.
Renee Rapp.
Hands in the snow until I'm worthy if it kills me. Maybe you can go and cry
I don't know, like whenever somebody can just give me like a big belt but still keep it controlled and like not sound like screechy or anything, like I live for that so much. And Sienna Spiro is totally that girl when it comes to this. Like I said, her writing is really sharp, but her production is like very chill. It's all been like piano based, basically. Her voice is just so fucking powerful.
I give in so easily.
Oh,
Needed you.
the strings coming in from the chorus.
You can breathe. Need you.
That breathe.
Need me. I'm needing you. Ice cold.
Yeah. Just really gorgeous. The strings on the chorus and going into that outro sounded so good. The little ice cold, eyes closed, and then I'm needing you. Like, that melody for the outro is so nice. I love when she just picks it up a little bit just to deliver something a little bit faster. Need Me is a monthly. It's not a fave. It's very good. Just something about it didn't like grab me all the way. She sounds really good, but I didn't connect to it as much as I connect to Butterfly Effect. Track number 3 is called I Don't Hate You. This is the one I'm most excited for. It's written with someone named Carrie Karppinen. As far as I can tell, they don't have a Genius page. I tried to Google them as well and like came up with literally no other credits. So don't know anything about Carrie Karppinen, but let's just get into it.
Look at me like I'm see-through.
Ooh, a guitar.
I was somebody that meant something to you.
Ooh.
Think I just don't think it's true.
Ooh, that's so good. voice on that ending almost got me. I had chills again. She almost sounded like Billie for a second in that bridge. I remember when you looked at me and told me that you never leave. It was reminding me of like guitar songs, like TV and the 30th that Billie dropped, or like Male Fantasy, like, I don't know. Yeah, the writing is so good again. This song did end up being about what I thought it was going to be about. I don't hate you, but I should. Like, I wish that I could kind of thing. There's a ton of songs like this, writing-wise. She sounds really good. The guitar was a nice switch up. Her vocals on the outro sounded so raw, and the way the instrumentation cut out was so nice. Like, she has to be recording essentially a demo. Like, I refuse to believe that that wasn't a demo on the end, at least. There was too much, like, grit in her voice for it to be, like, put on. And if she can, like, just put that on and sing like that whenever she wants, that's crazy. I Don't Hate You as a monthly. I don't think it's a fave. I think it might be a fave eventually. Next up is Taxi Driver. This song was produced by Jakob again and / again. And then it was written by Dan Glazer, who it looks like has worked with... He worked on One More Shot by Syl. I love that song so much. His other top credits are with Noah Cyrus, Eddie Benjamin, Grace VanderWaal, Megan Trainor. Nobody that I'm like a big fan of at all, but that One More Shot song by CIL is so good. Yeah. Taxi Driver, track 4. Let's get into it. Back to piano.
If I could afford to, I'd stay longer, 'cause I need your help. Taxi driver,
That melody is so
could you
good.
make this right for me?
Ooh.
I'll pay you any price if you take me somewhere.
Those backing vocals. The little bit of vocal effects in the pre-chorus and like that bass coming in. Like the pre-chorus and chorus sound so much darker compared to the verses. I don't know what to make of that. What is she talking about in this song? It seems like she's genuinely in the back of a taxi just like crying and spilling all her problems to the taxi driver and then just saying like, don't take me home, I don't want to go home.
Don't say you
That.
go that way.
That little wobble on Say. That's so sick.
Talking to you got me pouring it out. Only 1 mile away.
Either in Need Me or I Don't Hate You, she did this too, where she dropped the pre-chorus after the second verse. I don't know why she would choose to do that. I don't know. Why have a pre-chorus and then not have it be every time? I suppose the song can feel a little bit repetitive after, like, hearing the same thing twice, but it's like, that's kind of the whole point of a pre-chorus. Or, like, to use the pre-chorus and then maybe switch a line or, like, a word or something to give it a little bit, like, something of a spin to relate to the verse that you were just on. But I don't know. She cut it in another song, too. It's weird. Yeah, give me these runs.
Taxi driver, now my time's up. I'll get out here. Disappear.
Okay, wait, and then we have the car leaving. I don't know. I love when people throw on like a car sound effect. Like any kind of sound effects that like aren't music necessarily, that just kind of get thrown into like out effect. I love that. I'm glad she did that. Stripping the song back right at the end for that outro again, like she did on one of the previous tracks. Just, oh, it's gonna do it for me every time. She's done it multiple times already. Out of 4 tracks, she's done it at least twice, but I don't know, it's just gonna do it for me every time. Hearing like just her voice so bare at the end, just that little bit of piano to keep it. It sounds so good, and she sounds so good. I'm gonna give it a monthly and a fave. I really liked that. The way there was just those tiny little bits of vocal effect thrown in, and like that bass and like the backing vocals going into the pre and the chorus. Very, very good. I don't really know what else to say. We're halfway through. Every track has been a monthly so far. This is like, I mean, kind of what I expected from her. It's not necessarily like giving me any curveballs or anything yet, but she just sounds really good. The writing is really sharp. Production's pretty low key, but it's like still engaging. And that's kind of all I was hoping for from this. So I'm happy so far. Track 5 is Maybe. One of my friends choreographed to this as well, and I took class, so I know one of the verses super well, but I don't know that I've ever listened to the entire song all the way through. The song was produced by Max Wolfgang, who has some random credits. His top songs are with Blackpink, This, Celine Dion, Olivia Dean, and Baby Queen, and someone named Chloe. And then it's also written and produced by Soul Was. And his top credit is on Summer Renaissance by Beyonce. I don't know what he did on that, because, I don't know, Beyonce loves to have a million people on her stuff. Otherwise, he's worked with Joyce Rice, Alina Baraz, some more like R&B girlies. I feel like she really went to like the R&B producers and writers for this, which was smart. Track 5, Maybe. Let's get into it.
All I wanted was to be your hostage. Time for you to even notice I was here.
Oh.
How the hell could I be so wrong? Couldn't make up your mind. My mind's so confused. Maybe this time you'll feel like I do.
Okay, so that was the part. That was the part that I knew, but let's see what the rest of the song is giving.
You slept on me while she slept under you. You focus, fuck back. You've always been. Don't call my name, 'cause I'm not yours. It's not the same. Think I care, I don't. Maybe this time you'll hurt like I do. When it's your turn blue.
Yeah, okay. Maybe Monthly and Fave. That piano roll right at the end was so good. I also am realizing now that my friend that choreographed it did the live version. I was like, why does it sound slightly different? I think I prefer the live version, but the studio version is really good too. I don't know what it is about her that's keeping me so engaged, because all of these songs, from a bird's eye view, they're all pretty similar. You have piano, you have strings, you have her voice carrying it. It's all pretty minimal. There isn't like a ton of stuff going on. I don't know what it is that's really... I do know what it is. It's her voice. But like in a broader sense, I don't know why I'm so invested, because normally I need something a little bit more to be like really engaged. But I really like this project so far. I feel like I'm gonna be listening to it a lot. In an interview, she said Maybe is a song about realizing your worth and finally seeing who somebody truly is after being in the dark for so long. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna listen to the live performances of project tracks on my own, just so that we're not like listening to the same thing twice, basically. But I do want to listen to her cover of Creep, that live performance at the end of this, like after the project. So stick around for that. Also, I threw in chapters on all my videos so far, so if you just want to hear a certain song reaction or whatever, no worries. The next track, track 6, is the first explicit song that we have. It's one of the shorter ones. It's 2:44. This was another single. I never listened to this. I would assume Back to Blonde is an Amy Winehouse reference, like flipping it from Back to Black. I don't know. This song was produced by J Moon, who's worked with Louis Tomlinson, Miley Cyrus, Coltrane. He's also worked with Dermot Kennedy, who I love so much. Okay. Written by Sienna J Moon and James Essien, who has worked with Tyla. He also worked on Rockstar by Lisa. He's worked with Mahalia. Yeah, track 6, Back to Blonde. Let's go. Oh.
You're the king of everything. Sorry if I look a mess. I'm still wiping the blood off my dress. I got people that come and be dead to me. How did you think I was so naive? Thought the big tears rolling down my cheek.
That melody is gold.
Back to blood, back to my old way, back to that bitch that couldn't fall in love, bleaching our memories. Blood. Oh baby, now that you're gone, I'll come back, not to go.
Oh, we have drums on
Now you
this.
can take everything from me.
The drums are so subtle, they're so far in the back, but still just hearing them to like accentuate this, the way they hit on Make Me Bleed. I love good production. It's so smart. And it just like adds a little bit of something. Like I said, it is so far in the back, but just adding that little bit to make that second verse like a little bit different. Love.
Make me believe I bet that you never thought. Oh, baby, now that you're gone, I'll go back to
Oh, build it.
I'll go back to blonde.
Back to Blonde is a monthly and a fave again. I feel like she could have so easily taken the route of trying to get like a sample cleared or an interpolation cleared for Back to Black and made it like the same song, and she didn't, and I'm glad about that. But like thematically very similar. I'm glad she did like something to tie it back to that. It's clear that she has a lot of Amy Winehouse influence just in her sound and everything, but hearing it so outright on this was cool, honestly. I feel like cool is gonna be the new counter in the quarter of my video. This is fucking annoying. Very, very good. Very good writing. Just another really solid track. She's kind of eating this up. We only have 2 tracks left. Track 7 is called Origami. This song on the credits has Fred Ball, who is a legend. He worked on Love on the Brain, which I feel like is all you need to know. But he also has worked with Beyonce and Jay-Z on the Carter's album, Jesse Reyes on Nice Guy with Eminem and Apple Juice. He worked with Ariana Grande on Fake Smile. He's worked with Madison Beer, Astrid S, Zara Larson, Gwen Stefani, Lana, Ray. Like, his credits are insane. She also has Justin Parker on this, who worked on Stay by Rihanna and Run by Joji and like a few other, like Dua Lipa, a couple Lana songs, whatever. And then J Moon again. I'm excited to get into this. I feel like this song is going to eat down looking at those credits, and I really hope it does. So track 7, Origami.
Watch you on the TV, drive me your Ferrari. To you I don't exist, and that's all I wanna do. I feel close to you, I got a mind for origami. Can't you take me higher on your paper plane?
The chorus is gonna get me every time.
I can't help it, I just know that if I could draw you near, I feel
Back to her old tricks.
you. I got a mind for origami. Watching you, watching you.
That organ was a nice switch up. This song was good. It's still a monthly, but it wasn't really anything special. Maybe on more listens I'll get into it more, but I don't know. I don't understand the origami metaphor. Someone please get in the comments and explain that to me. I might just be slow right now because I'm kind of so tired. But the rest of it sounds like she's stalking him, and I don't think she is, but it has that kind of vibe to it. Just like watching you, even though you don't know me, I feel close to you. It might also be like a parasocial thing. I don't know. The song was still good. It didn't grab me as much as the other ones did. The last song on the project is Cyanide. It has someone named Puros Shibani on the credits. They've worked with Aurora and BB Rexa and Zayn. On the shorter side again, it's only 2:35. Let's go.
Maybe I should.
Okay, whoa. That was the last thing I was expecting. Hold on, let me go back. Is she about to give me a beat?
Maybe I should drink some cyanide. Anything to make me disappear. Cause I don't really care about nothing at all. Be thin.
Oh.
So I can take it all out. If you wanna see my blueprint, it's not under my blue jeans. But we can see. Listening to Jay.
Okay. I really wish this would have been earlier in the project, just to break it up a little bit. I can't believe she threw... to have 7 like piano and guitar tracks and then to throw in this last one and have it be so fucking groovy. Those drums and that little like sample or whatever it is in the back is so tight. And I wish she would have done more of this on the project, honestly. Like, even just like one more song like this, maybe. Just to give it a little something. I think the reason that I wasn't vibing with Origami as much is because it was the 7th song in a row that was just piano or guitar with some strings in the back. But Cyanide, so far, is so good. So good. If you want to see my blueprint and then referencing a Jay-Z, couple lines later, just want to be thin so I can take it all off. This feels like a Ray song a little bit, like it's kind of her vibe. Very like dark, but very boppy. The beat is really groovy. Those live drums, it's not like an 808 or anything, like those feel like someone playing drums. I was not expecting this.
Cherry wine.
That bass line too.
Flash like a bitch.
Ooh.
But I don't really care about you anymore. I just wanna make you understand. If you wanna see my, we could have been amazing. California daydream. Feel something.
The guitar too. Ooh. Okay, Cyanide, monthly, fave. That's probably my second favorite song after Butterfly Effect. I'm kind of obsessed with that. I really needed something to like grab me besides her voice in the last track, and she did exactly what I needed. Gave me a beat. Honestly, like I loved hearing her on something like that. Like her voice still stands out a lot. She sounds really good, but having that switch up in production like really gave this the last little push that it needed, I feel like. Sink Now Swim Later, very good. I mean, I favorited 5 out of 8 tracks, so like I said, I think in the future, hearing her on different kinds of production, I feel like will make her really like an artist to watch. Because a similar kind of thing happened with Renee Rapp at the beginning of her career. Like, so much of Everything to Everyone was piano driven, like some bedroom pop kind of synths and stuff, but like nothing super boppy at all. It was all pretty low key. So I was glad in her debut album when she switched it up and like had some ups and downs. There was like some more mellow moments and like some beats and some like more poppy cuts. I don't know. And not that Sienna Spiro needs to follow that blueprint at all, but hearing her on a bit of a beat rather than just something so bare was cool, and she sounded amazing. So I really hope for more of that in the future. I don't know, I want her to tour. I want this to like do numbers so that she can do a US tour because she's from the UK. Last thing though, before I go, I really want to hear her cover of Creep, because Creep is just such a classic and I feel like it's kind of overcovered. It is just such a go-to for people to cover a lot of the time, but with her voice, I feel like it will work very well, and I could see her making it her own a little bit. Oh, she's so pretty.
When you were here before, you're just like an angel.
Oh.
But I'm a creep.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm a widow. Don't care if it hurts.
I have chills so bad.
I wanna have control.
You do, girl.
I'm a widow.
Oh, her going into full voice.
What am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Just a little laugh and slay at the end. She's so cute. And yeah, she can sing her ass off. Suddenly I like need to see her live. Not that I didn't believe that she could sing, because Her voice didn't sound like touched up or anything. Like I said, it sounded like literally a demo, but like just watching a live session like that, I love a vocalist sometimes, and Sienna Spiro is giving me exactly that. So thank you. If you're here from the Addison Rae video and you stuck around and subbed, thank you so much. That video kind of did numbers that I was not expecting. So I don't know, thank you so much to everybody that watched that. If you're still here watching, thank you so much. To anyone else watching this, please like and subscribe. It really genuinely does help out. I've only been doing this for a minute, but it's like nice to see that people care, and I really genuinely appreciate it. I want to be able to keep doing this and build more and more and get better and whatever. Other than that, my Apple Music and Instagram are down in the description. Again, if anybody wants to check those out, no worries. If not, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.